can taste the dirt in my mouth. You can drag me, you can kill me, to try to stomp the flame out. Oh, angel sound echoes in the darkest hour. You can hunt me and you can have me, but you have no power. It's coming over the horizon like the blinding sun. Oh, let there be silence for the ones we drew our courage from. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Don't let your faith dim. There is a light the darkness can never kill. Holding the line, bound by the rough thread of hope. Yeah, we've got blood in the fight, and we won't stop till you're empty of both. Oh, oh, this is our sanctuary. Our light to carry, and we won't let go. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never cast. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never
To go.
This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never cast. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a I am no other, I am Pandora. Open me up and discover the end. I wouldn't bother, don't fight the mother. She who has birthed you and you she can. Nothing could hide me, no one deserves me. I am not free, I cannot be every battle ends in defeat. In my distraction, you see said that satisfaction, thinking that you have control over me. When you discover I take no order, only see victims to battle and beat.
destroy you. You summon storms, you play with nature. Now watch it hurt you. Why would you want to shape the world in your hands? You will never make it through. Catch the fire burning out your soul. Just make it die, or you will turn it all to ashes and blood. To ashes and blood. You waste your life to gain power. You shift the game rules. How does it feel to reach the line that no one ever got to cross? Does it make you a god now? Every sin will be forgiven if you lay down your weapons to the ground. Catch the fire burning out your soul.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Split 10 of the SLE. We are here for round 2. Today, I am Panda. I'm joined by Fire here today. Say hello, Fire.
Woohoo!
And we are going to be casting Good Chi LV versus Babusha. We have a banger of a matchup coming to you live today. Sorry for the little bit of a delay. We were busy trying to find a substitute for one of the teams. It is the top laner of Chi, which is going to be subbed out for someone else. And I do believe draft has already started. So I think we're going to go to that shortly. But Good Chi have picked, or no, who has side select production? I don't know who picked what. Or is it just automatically decided beforehand?
Tail flip. Coin flip, sorry. It's
Mm.
like
Good Chi won the coin flip and chose blue side, is what I'm being told. Anyway,
so
straight
see.
into draft.
So they might try to secure something. Curious to see what they are going for.
Yeah, Relban already makes a bunch of sense versus Babusha. I think it's their support's most played support by far, and it's kind of really difficult to ban out some other things against them. Maybe a couple of bans going to the way of their ADC. Well, yeah, the Varus. I was just about to say. I was I have the OPGG on the
strong.
side here. I'm just cross-checking OPGG, seeing what could be banned out here. Interesting that Babusha go for the Caitlyn ban here. It's not something that I've seen their ADC Death play a bunch. Milio
It's still
ban.
it's still one of the best ADCs they can first pick on blue side. So kinda makes sense.
It is interesting though, mostly since there's a bunch of other threats. Like for example, if you just think of things that are annoying to play against, I think Twitch and Smolder are high up there. Twitch with his invisibility, Smolder is kind of just a late game insurance policy. You pick that champ, and all of a sudden, at 20 minutes, you're like, "Hey, this dragon that I didn't see the entire game, he's killing me."
I mean, it might be that they try to pick something a little more scaly and want the Caitlyn early game to be negated. I mean, Caitlyn is a counter to many good scaling, low range ADCs. So, I 5 bans on bot lane. That's or 6 depending if it's Pantheon support. I don't know.
I do think
It's
it's a ban for
the
the
jungler most
jungler.
likely. Yeah.
Inters Boostuli. That is a lovely solo queue name. I don't know which accounts they're actually going to be in game with, so
Yeah,
we'll
there are a
see.
lot of there are a lot of people from the other side of Europe. Gwen,
Mm.
first pick.
And this is it is the substitute player's Gwen. I haven't seen a bunch of Gwen on their OPGG, but a lot of confidence to pick it out this early. There is a
I wouldn't
small
do that.
chance
Yeah.
though. I do believe there is a chance that this is a flex into the jungle though, because Cheese jungler does play this as well. Trundle, in theory, I think it's a flex as well, mostly because Trundle jungle is in a bit of an awkward spot. And never mind, the Wukong just going to be picked for Babusha.
I mean, Gwen jungle is still fine, I guess, after the nerfs, but it's still a ballsy pick to go for a first pick Gwen. Not sure, but maybe it will pay off.
It should still be fine. I think Dusk and Dawn. They refused to nerf Dusk and Dawn, so they have to nerf the champs instead. But I think Gwen was still unaffected. I think it was only Diana that got affected this patch.
Diana and Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen was last patch though for the jungle, especially. They cut down on the passive modifier, so she has a worse clear, which on paper isn't too bad, but yeah, it always depends. Let's see how it goes.
There's the Twitch that I was talking about being hovered. Nothing was locked in just yet, but there's also the Kai'Sa for Babusha. So Wukong and Kai'Sa really out here, kind of making a statement already, saying that we're gonna go all in, dive you whenever possible. And Twitch, well, you can't dive something if you can't see it. So I do like this response from Chi for the time being. I'm guessing it's just gonna be a support pick to go with the Twitch. I expect an enchanter, perhaps something like Nami or Lulu.
Lulu is
And never
banned.
mind. Or yeah, Lulu was banned. Good call. Hui is interesting. I mean, in theory, you can flex it.
It makes more sense to go for a mid laner here, strategically calling, because support is a little bit too early. Mid laner is the right call here to go for that. Ooh, ooh, this is going to hurt. This will hurt.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
that's
on
a good pick. That's a
we,
good
we,
pick.
we were just discussing before the game started though, like how we can't be too much patch notes, Andy, but Brum was nerfed in the most recent patch, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
He was nerfed, yes, but his shield still stands. That's the main issue. They nerfed like his damage on the Q. And I think, I don't know, some base HP or something like this was there as well, but I mean the main issue is like, if you can get up a good shield in a team fight, Twitch is not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm. I do think it is a tiny bit weird to go for a Brom when engage support hasn't been picked by Chi though, because now enchanters look really, really good if they can get their hands on some. And like I said, the Nami's still open unless they ban it out here. They also have gone for a couple of interesting bans. Karma is an enchanter that can pair well with the Twitch here, but still not what I expect. I guess we'll see if Chi decide to pick up on
Yeah,
Nami
but
in the end.
Bucha is going to should go for the mid laner now. Let's see what they do.
Yep. She is just going to ban out a bunch of things that they don't want the Hui to go into, presumably anyway.
Grab my caster kitty. Now I'm ready.
Hmm.
Good kitty.
So let's see. Blind mid. It's just going to be the easier for Babusha.
I'm going to look forward to how he performs. The ordinary Azir is not that good most of the time, but he kind of needs something with range to compete with the Hui. I mean, there are only so many long range picks like Zverev, Vel'Koz, Azir, so it's fine.
Senna being hovered here. There is your enchanter.
Oh, I don't know if I actually feel this one, to be honest.
I'm
I think
yeah.
that I think that I don't like that option. I think there would have been better options.
I do think they have a very interesting scaling here, but if they go something like Camille Tryndamere here or Vayne, any of these options, I was gonna say they kind of want a bit more concrete engage here, since the most solid thing that they have as of right now is uh the needlework from Gwen, and oh my goodness, all these these hovers are making me a bit dizzy. I'm not gonna lie, and it is Kled. There we go. That is at least you have an engage button now on this Kled. That's good to see. It's on Babusha, thinking what they want to pick into this Kled here.
I
I think
mean,
if they really want to round out their comp here, it's something really big and beefy in the front line. They have the Wukong, they have the Braum, but it's not like these guys more so go in and out of the fight. And there we go, the Ornn, beautiful flick
I
from
I have a
Babusha.
little bit of an issue with the good G team comp, to be honest. I'm not sure there. They
Yeah,
the front line is lacking, and they barely have any answers if they actually get engaged by Wukong or On. That could be an issue. So they kinda have to have a very good early game.
hmm
If they fall behind or just play even, I don't think they can actually win this in this comp. Because the Babucha comp is just a lot better. And
hmm
on just they can engage, but they have the Braum for disengage, same with Dion if it comes to that. But they actually also have rather good damage, especially since Gucci has like no tank. They have one
yeah.
bruiser. That's it.
She
So for yeah.
I think the bot lane is going to be of especially big importance because Babusha was able to counterpick pretty much everywhere else. So it's just a question of can they make this Twitch Senna work, which Twitch is one of their bot lane's most comfortable picks. Let's see if the Senna will be piloted equally well, especially since not really a traditional enchanter to be paired with the Twitch. And if they can maybe get their lead through there, it's going to be a very happy game for Chi. But yeah, like you
I'm not
said,
even sure if I would call Senna an enchanter. On paper, I mean, she got a heal and a shield, but she's mostly playing for herself.
she did recently get the rework on support where you can go the new mana item on support. The
I
and
guess I,
you
I guess
also
that's right. That's correct. I guess.
the combo where like the more damage you deal, the more you heal your ally. You know, as I say that, I was actually
Because of
looking through
Helia, yeah.
I was looking through Capybara Joe's Senna games, and I do see that Infinity Edge Senna support, Yumu's Ghostblade Edge of Night. Um, I don't know about that. I guess that wouldn't make her an enchanter if that's actually what's being played in support here. But I guess we're gonna see what gets played on the big screen. So who knows?
Yeah, but the main issue I got with the Senna pick again is like that it's not a good answer on the Wukong or anything. If he is in the team, that's it.
Hmm
There's no way to get him out of there. Jenna, for example, could have prevented that.
Yeah, not
And
a lot of disengage, but that
no,
also does mean if Babusha waste their cooldowns, they're in a bit of an awkward spot. And I think also most importantly, I do agree with you that I think Babusha does have the more comfortable draft, but as I've seen through the last two splits of SLE, comfort is king, and even more important than a good draft is being able to pilot the champion that you have here correctly, because this isn't pro play LEC type stuff. If you know your champion well and you can find the picks that you're looking for, then you're a very happy guy.
that's true. I mean, maybe they will be able to pull it off. I have zero issues admitting afterwards that I'm wrong. If that happens, I will gladly say, my bad. I thought it would be better. But purely from the draft, I would give it to Babucha, but we will see. Another thing that I find lacking with Gucci is like their engage is not the best either. I mean, the Clut ultimate or the Gwen ultimate, it's like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Especially since on everything they do, they need a fast twitch firing angle, but if the Braum is up to date, he will just negate that. So I think the Away is going to have to do some heavy lifting here in this comp.
Yeah, and there's definitely a bunch of individual heroes. So I do believe the teams are currently drafting. It's going to be quite a while since we
hope.
go in between game until we're in the game, and I think we've already discussed this draft quite a bit. So we will be back in a bit, folks, after we have overcome spectator delay to bring you the result of what these comps will actually bring you. We will see you guys in a bit.
Gripping with my cold hands, the shapes I used to take, hollow like a strong man, but it's easier to push away. 'Cause it could all end here with a strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow is stretching out through all the things I left behind. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. Oh, it's in my blood, it's in my veins. Got my heel crushing the snake. There is nothing you can take. In my blood, it's in my veins. I'm still here. Maybe it's a far stretch that I won't come undone, but I will brave the cold edge to finish up what I've begun. 'Cause it could all end here with the strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out. Is it all enough this time? I'm still here. All my reasons cut like knives, keep replaying in my mind. All the times I've had to fight, I'm still here. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. Born to be rising, woken by the crack of dawn.
Hello, hello. We are back. Thank you for being patient with us. We have gone in the rift after a little bit of a jump scare as the teams appear to be getting friendly with each other in all chat already. I can't tell what language they're speaking in. All right, the stream can't see that. Never mind. Whoops. Never mind. You don't know anything. Ooh, spooky.
So
Yeah.
we got wards on the Raptors,
Mm-hmm.
but the Gwen is still starting bot.
Yep.
Oh, the Wukong is a little late.
The Wukong is also caught out on ward here. So.
They both know who the starting point though,
Mm-hmm.
so
I
they
think
should be able to plan for that.
SLE is obsessed with Raptor starts. There's so many junglers off the top of my head in SLE that I could think of that are doing a Raptor start. But this is interesting because Kaj Kajka, I think that's Polish. So I'll say Kajka for the rest of the game. But I think this Wukong is looking to level 3 gank at Kled. So we'll see. Ornn does do deceptive amounts of damage with Brittle in his
Yeah, it's a
arsenal.
little weird because if it's a normal Raptor clear, he should have gone for the grubs instead. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's the fast 6 clear. Wukong needs his ultimate, otherwise he's not champion at all. Especially in the early game. So does
Mm-hmm.
Gwen. So, but
Gwen is also Gwen also
it's kind
skipped
of
the red
weird.
buff first.
That fucks the
Junglers are so
timing.
pathing so
Honestly,
weird.
that's not good. I would be curious to see why they do that. Normally you don't do this. I mean, of
Mhm.
course, it's going to cost you a little bit of time, which can be bad for scuttle fights. But since they know the starting point and know the scuttles are going to be uncontested, I don't know why they do this.
We'll see. No, they just cross
Oh,
over.
yeah, of
And by the
course. And
well,
I wasn't expecting any ganks. They both
mhm.
are very bad early game gankers. They want level 6. Before that, they shouldn't do anything, honestly.
We're not backseating for the sake of it. Both of us have street cred, okay? Junglers in this call. So
That's correct.
if there's one lane that we're gonna backseat, it's gonna be the jungle.
Always
Hmm.
going to be. That's going to be fun. Going to be fun. You really have the opportunity to observe another jungler, and I mean, I probably feel like my coach feels when he looks my gameplay. It's like, oh god, what is he doing?
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Miku did spot out Gwen here on the blue buff, so if there's any doubt of which way the Gwen path, Babusha should know now. So Wukong already done with his clear. It's now gonna be on Death or Senna, and Senna. Oh man, streamer mode is so annoying. Why is this a thing in custom games? I'll call them Senna for the rest of the game. But here's Kashka.
Just call
Senna
them
and
by
Death are
the
going in.
champion name.
Kaisa is going low. Braum is on the hunt for Senna now. Braum passive is on the Senna. Kashka can't
Oh, the
prop
Braum
Braum
passive
passive in
timed
time,
out.
and Senna can walk that one off no problem. And only
Well,
Braum
maybe if he
flashes.
would have flashed, maybe I don't know. It's fine.
Mhm. Danny
Oh
and dies
boy.
to Kaka in the mid
Oh
lane
boy.
here. Rough.
It's kind of
No
funny
flash
though.
used there either.
Uh, it's kind of funny because, in my opinion, mid and bot should have been way more careful. If you have the information where the jungler is, use it.
Mhm.
Don't play too aggressive for the next 30 seconds. You have to keep that in mind. And that's not in a good
Yeah.
angle either.
Yeah, Pluvia. I mean, I think this is where Kled kind of wants to be. He can always remount onto
Yeah,
Skarl, but Miku putting down a lot of damage is in a
he
bit
has
of
to be careful.
trouble.
He has no mana. He has no mana.
Hmm. Kashka might be looking to punish Pluvia here. There isn't any vision, so Pluvia does just back off on a turret, so nothing for the Wukong to look for here.
The interesting thing is though how the Gwen decides to jungle. I mean, she started Raptors and then she went to the Crux afterwards. If she would have done it correctly, she would have instantly cleared the Raptors after the mid gank, because that's the main incentivize
Is
why you would do
Wukong
it.
on Wolves?
Wukong is
What the
counter
heck?
jungling right now. That's actually pretty good,
I don't know why he
honestly.
didn't just cross over to his own wolves, but that's so interesting. I think Gwen maybe showed somewhere on the map, But very fascinating pathing by both of the junglers. Gwen isn't even bothering. She's just going for another gank onto Danny here. Azir does have 6 though. He
Which
can
again is
shove.
something I don't understand. The Gwen shouldn't try to force these ganking angles. That's not good. She has no ghost, she has no ultimate. Her ganking power is non-existent, honestly. Uh,
But they will pick up a dragon for their troubles since Death and the Senna do have tempo here. Kaka will be joining them
they can
shortly.
take it. The main issue is that Wukong is not in position, but even if he was, I don't think they could contest it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Wukong is like the same
Danny in
issue.
a
He
bit of
needs to.
trouble. Spiraling
Oh,
Despair. Never mind. Okay, there's just a fight going on in the bot lane. Senna gonna have to flash out. Kaisa aggressively
oh,
flashing afterwards. Finds the kill
oh,
onto
well done.
Senna. Death is
Oh,
on the
oh
run.
boy.
Braum passive does proc. Exhaust gonna be used, but Death flashes away as well. And he will not be dying himself.
If the Wukong can abuse that, that would be amazing. Thumbs down. All he needs now is to do his clear, fix, ninja that bot, because he still has flash. Should be 2 kills. If he does it. Let's
Mhm.
see. Oh boy, that's bad. Oh Jesus, Wukong, what are you doing? Doing one camp, going back? Nah. That's
I
not so
have
good.
no idea what type of timing Wukong's on. I mean,
The
I
main
thought
issue
the
is you never
counter,
want to do that.
yeah, the
You never
counter
want to do
jungling
that.
looked good, but
The
for
counter
some
jungling
reason
is
he's still
fine,
down.
but again, his pathing is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for a mid gank, I think. Can only tell from the
Surely not.
minimap.
Yeah, he's just on Raptors. He does have
No.
spinning cyclone, and he flashes forward. Emperor's
No,
Divine
I
finds its
was
mark onto
right. I
Kaka.
was right.
Another spinning cyclone, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to kill steal from Danny, and that's a kill going over to the Azir.
Which I honestly think would have been fine, especially in the early game, giving Wukong 1 or 2 kills. I mean,
Mhm.
Asia's not going to do anything till the second item anyway. Wukong already spikes with the first one.
It is very strange that Wukong had to use so much. I think. I mean, I guess he didn't have Oracle Lens, but not having Flash and ult on Wukong for a while is going to be
There
a
might
bit
be a ganking
disastrous.
bot. Oh, this could be problematic now. Gwen
Mm-hmm.
is here. She
As
has
the Gwen
close.
has needlework. First one finds its
Oh,
mark onto the Braum. That's 2, and
she did
finally all 3. Braum does
she
flash
did it
out
very
though,
well. What?
and Root to
Yo.
put away the Kaisa. Gwen just barely managing to inch out of turret range.
She did it very well. And Wukong is looking for another gank.
Gwen just gonna charge out of there. That's always
Don't
fun to
get me
see.
wrong. It's good for the viewers. They probably like the action, but I personally am not a big fan of those attempts for ganking. I mean, you can always try, of course, but ganking with Wukong without ultimate, same with the Gwen, is like. Wait. Let's see. Oh, there's
I
no.
I do think you
This will
shouldn't
be
underestimate
problematic.
Wukong damage as Miku is going very low here. Pluvia is almost getting Miku out
They
of the
could have
game
contested
here.
that, honestly. Gwen and Hawei could have contested the grubs
Yeah, but
easily.
that's where the gank on the Wukong actually does matter, because if Kled is without ultimate, Spiraling Despair going down onto Danny, he's just gonna use Shifting Sands to get out of there, and not gonna be quite enough to kill the Azir just yet. But
But that's like the thing. I think they don't need the Kled actually. It's just enough that the Ornn is unable to join because the Wei still had ult. Asia was down, same Wukong. And Asia, like I said, he's not strong right now. He needs more levels, more items. Away is a little bit better in this regard.
yeah, he does appear to be sitting with a comfortable CS lead as Kashka is looking for another gank here. He does get spotted on a ward here, so
He has
it's
the
on the Senna
ultimate. Oh,
from
oh,
passive got
the
applied,
Senna is done. Senna is done.
and that's game set and match. I do think I do think one more thing, just to get this thought out before it escapes me again. Wukong with a couple of items, though, is very scary, especially when he's
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
That Q does deceptive amounts of damage, and also with the range that it has, you think Wukong can only really fight you in melee range, and then all of a sudden he whacks you from, like, I wouldn't even call it long range, but medium range, a range much larger than you thought.
Yeah, it's quite large for a melee champion.
Hmm.
I think like the main thing people tend to forget with Wukong is how many stats he gets for free. Like the amount of armor his passive provides is insane. It's a lot of stats there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets a shit ton of attack speed too from the E. So Wukong dueling potential with like 2-3 items is very potent.
Twitch and Sun are roaming through bot river, seeing if anyone's out of position, but Olus and Kashka are
Drake is
nowhere to be
the next
found.
objective. Main issue is that
Center route
Babusha
onto the
has
Braum. And that's
this.
another route
Oh
going
boy.
down. Braum alting defensively, Spiraling
No, no, no,
Despair.
no, no,
Gonna
no,
be
no.
enough
That's
needle
bad.
work.
That's bad.
Gonna kill the Olaf. Wukong going in for Spiraling Despair.
Oh
And
no, 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 not like
it's
this,
all
guys.
falling apart for
Come on.
Babusha. Double kill for the Gwen. The Kai'Sa's trying to find something, but she goes down herself.
Oh, this was the kind of fight that probably might snowball into a lost game. That's bad. I mean, they just the Drake setup was very bad. Was very bad, sadly. They had no vision, and like the Asia is just not in a good place right now. They had such a good team fight at this moment, like G.
Yeah, I do agree
That
that
hurts. That hurts.
the Gwen needlework and snips are not quite where you want to be, but the thing is, Babusha kind of just overplayed their hand. They defensively Braum melted, and to be honest, I think he could have just raised the door and walked out of there and said, "That's fine, we're just gonna give Dragon." But to give the second Dragon of the game to Chi and 4 kills over, I imagine that's not feeling so good.
I mean, the second Drakes, of course, it's not good, but you can deal with this. Third one is always the main problem because then you are on the soul with the next one. But I don't think that was a good idea taking this fight.
Mm-hmm. We also said in a draft that we do like Babusha's scaling better, or at the very least their comp. But if we look at
Yeah.
like what they want to do with Kaisa on a lot of items, with Ornn printing out his artifacts, that only happens if you get into a state in the late game where you get to enjoy all those luxuries. And right now, you're staring down the barrel of a Gwen who already has Dusk and Dawn, and Twitch who already has his collector built.
Oh boy.
As
Yeah,
Babusha
the
overplaying
Babusha
once again.
vision has a lot of has a lot to be desired right now. I mean,
Needlework finds its mark onto Braum, and Twitch will be taking another double kill, 3-0 and 4 on this Twitch.
oh boy, this is exactly what I said that is not allowed to happen. Especially with Ornn and Asia being such heavy scalers as they are. Oh boy.
But very good from Chi to at the very least realize. I forgot if I said this, but Chi, most of their power does come in the bot lane here. As Kashka looking for Pluvia here, spinning Cyclone coming out, and Kashka does get feared out by Kaka. These are such colorful player names. But Kaka overplaying his hand. Kashka
I
gonna be
don't
feared
like
and
this.
sniped out by the Senna.
This
That's 2 kills
so
going over
bad.
to Chi. Pluvia is in a 1v1 with Miku now. Kaka the only casualty on the side of Chi for the time being. Braum here to support Pluvia. Miku gonna have to run. Braum passive not gonna be procced. And the Gwen is snipping away at this Ornn, but Blast Cone perfect for Babusha here, and there are no more casualties.
No, not a big fan of the Asia at the moment. His performance is, sorry to say, it's not that good. He's playing way too aggressive. This ultimate was like a death sentence for the Wukong.
Yeah.
I mean, sure,
Yeah.
they got their way, but that's not worth it. The fight was bad.
And
They are.
especially you want the shutdowns on like some of the big carries here, since Twitch, Gwen, and Kled. As Braum gets rooted here, does he die? I think Twitch did have ulti up in order to
They are not
potentially
using the
face him down.
strengths of the champions right now. They are. They need to stabilize. I mean, they are 4.5k behind already, which is very bad. Most of it snowballed from this one Drake fight and this one jungle fight right now. But
Is Miku in trouble?
yeah,
Skarl still is gone, and that's a solo kill from Pluvia onto Miku. Very well played from Pluvia, and that's going to worse because
Wukong is
Kashka
going
is
for
coming
another
down.
ganking angle.
But he doesn't have ulti. Braum passive is able to get popped on Senna, and that is Senna down. Not a shutdown, but still a good kill from Babusha. And what? Collector damage? Is Kaisa going down as well? Barrier, and she should be fine. Insane return kill onto the Braum. One for one in that situation is absolutely crazy. As yeah, all this Azir can do here in the mid lane is try to scale up. Postulis very wisely realizing Wukong's bot. We're gonna be taking Rift Herald and
They can't take any more fights. They have to play it smart. They can only play fights in number advantage right now. Any 3v3, 2v2, they are going to lose that. No chance.
surprised that Cloud Poison doesn't do more, but I guess that is AD Twitch. I feel like I've been playing against so much AP
Yeah.
Twitch and solo queue as Senna caught out once again.
Wow, that's good, but
Very bad from Senna. Danny going low, snipped out by Gwen. Kaka just barely managing to live. Does Twitch go down? Yes, he does.
oh
Pluvia TP
boy,
down, I
well
believe.
done, well done.
And that is finally a couple of kills onto board and very crucial shutdowns going over to the way of Babusha. Miku, where are you going? That's still a Gwen. She will snip you down. And beautiful spacing this time from the Gwen. Finally, what we like to see. Kaka just barely managing to stay alive. And just as we were saying Babusha's
I get the
praises.
idea what he wanted to do, but oh boy, no.
The
He
second
meant
or more
well,
pieces.
but the bot is actually using that time pretty well. Maybe they will be able to grab the third Drake. They should be able. The Gwen is still caught in mid. Yeah, that is a free one. Oh, he has no smite. Oh boy.
That was a little bit
Lucky one.
sketchy.
Oh Jesus.
You can't be looking for a fight here, surely not. Ascena Root finds two.
Oh boy. Oh
And that
boy.
is one kill already down. Olaf going down.
Oh,
Wukong going down next.
this is Lemming Trail. This is Lemming Trail. Oh boy. This will be an ace.
Miku TP'd in here as well. That's 4 deaths from Babusha. But that's so inexplicable. Miku does manage to get out, I do believe. Senarut doesn't land. But they're still on
That's
the
so
hunt.
bad.
Spiraling Despair comes down. That slow is going to be hefty. But Miku does manage to walk it out. And that's so
Oh,
confusing. Babusha
it's
finally
kinda
gets the
sad.
leg. Yeah, they get the leg back into the game that they finally want. And they just look for a fight.
They want too much. They fight for no reason at all. The Drake was secured, which means there's zero reason why they should even attempt to fight there. Would be
And
interesting
that,
to see what their comps are saying right now, but boy, they kind of need a shot caller right now who actually pulls them out of the dirt for once. Because if this continues, I mean the Gwen already on the Rabadons, that hurts. It hurts a lot.
um, this is just a small note from me, but I'm a little bit surprised that there isn't Nasher's bot already. I think Rabadon second is a little bit weird since you kind of want the on-hit synergy with Dusk and
Yeah.
Dawn, but I don't play too much Gwen myself, so who knows?
Rift
Maybe
Maker
that's
most of the time I think is the second item, but I might be wrong there. No, I'm a tank player,
it
not a
was
Gwen main either.
Kled. Ults into the Wukong, very nice flash, but Pluvia flashes himself and
Oh
he
boy.
dismounts from Skarl. It's Kaisa the one who's tanking, but it's not going to matter in the end. Miku does pick up the kill. That's
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Gwen can't walk in there either. Out.
Yeah, but what the Gwen is doing right now is what they should be doing. You know, like they see she saw she cannot take this, just go. Fighting
Yep.
for no reason at all for the sake of fighting is a very bad play. Don't do this.
Mhm.
For all our viewers,
As
don't do this in solo queue.
she,
Don't do it.
I think you kind of caster cursed her as now she goes in the middle of 3 people, instantly gets evaporated. She has the mist to keep her alive for a bit longer, but that healing though with the Enchantress Senna
Holy
Emperor's
shit.
Divide to push them back into the team, but they're stronger when they're bunched together. And Twitch
That's it.
completely cleans up all of Babusha. It's an ace for good G.
Oh, that's it. That's game. Honestly, pentakill for the Twitch.
Pentakill. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a lot of action. Oh
I
boy.
I've seen a lot of things in
I
my
mean,
time casting SLE. I have not seen that where you jump into 3 people, don't die, go back to full HP with Senna and Gwen healing. I'm just lost for words. Sorry.
no, that's fine. I don't think people will flame us for English.
Mhm. Nah, but
At least I hope that.
I I think my English is better than my German, so I am a little bit concerned if that's the case. As Kaka is a little bit cut out here, Kaisa on the hunt for Hui, but she doesn't have Killer Instinct to follow. I believe
Honestly, the
she's
only
the
option right now is to wall up, give the next Drake, look for a fight in like 8 minutes when the ornaments are on. That's like the only option they have left. They just gave them way too much room.
Mhm.
Which,
It is very
as I said
difficult here.
before, it's so sad because G's team comp can be fought in many different ways, but they didn't play to the strengths. Babucha, uh,
I
not
do
not a.
think it's just some basic macro mistakes that I think
Yeah, a
are
lot
being
of it.
made there to not fight with numbers a lot of the time. As hold that thought, Kled is ulting in. Braum
I
is going to
cannot
be the
say much
target.
about
He does
Babucha. I don't think we
manage to
played
get
him last
caught.
time, but
Ornn Call of the Forge God is beautiful. They do manage to kill the
Oh.
Gwen instantly. Emperor's Divide, and all of a sudden, Gucci have overplayed their hands. Twitch is still alive, though, and he's currently shredding. He gets blown up himself, and it's 3 for 3. Ornn is on the hunt for Kaka.
This is a good
He manages
turn.
to find
This
the
is a
kill
good turn.
onto Hui. That's 4 against 4, and Senna is running into the wrong side of the base, but she has the range up on the Ornn. Is going to see if he can kite him out. It is the Enchanter Senna of before, not the crit Senna, as Ornn is on the hunt now. She does have the healing, though, and is sending the Ornn packing back into base. It's ticking lower and lower. Will a kill come of it? And no, it's an ace for the Ornn. Well played for Miku. My goodness, look at that guy. Train conductor Ornn.
It's a
It goes
nice
down. But
it's a nice moment, but let's not forget they are still behind 9k. That's like, oh boy. I mean, they fucked up once, but all she has to do now is like say whatever. One fuck up doesn't lose us the game. Gwen's still on 3 items.
I
Hawei
do hope.
has 3-2. Twitch is going to his 4th. Oh boy, that hurts. But the
I
ornaments
do
are coming
hope.
online now.
I do hope she doesn't, or Babusha doesn't get overconfident here, as I do think they had a very beautiful engage to make that fight in the base work, as now all of Chi is bunched up together once again, and I do
Don't
believe Call of
fight
the
this
Forge God
Drake.
is still.
Don't fight this Drake. Don't be
I
stupid.
don't think they're hearing you though, as Miku
No, they are not
walking up.
hearing me. No
Yep,
one
that's
ever listens to me. No one ever listens to us.
the junglers.
The junglers, no one listens.
It's unfortunate, but
Kinda.
not as unfortunate for as Babusha here, as they're just sent back into their base, and it's now on Shi to try and figure out the best way that they want to figure out this, that they want to break open this nexus. There's still 3 minutes on the Baron, so a long time before any other objectives spawn.
Kinda curious. Dusk and Dawn on Kaiser is something I haven't seen yet. So
Oh yeah, it's really good. I think they even nerfed it slightly if they nerfed Kaisa in the patch notes, but it's really ridiculous because you also have your plasma stacks on her as well, which you can proc multiple times.
yeah. Trust you on that one. Not an ADC professional, but yeah.
It's okay, Ace. I see you in chat. Thank you for being here, superstar. We need a couple more chatters. By the way, chat, I am reading, so if there's any questions you want to throw or any expertise, wisdom, I will be looking to you as well. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to another game of SLE. We're currently watching Chi try to figure out if they can beat Babusha. They're doing a pretty good job so far. Almost 10k gold lead. We'll see. Hey, is this Wukong your champ? Gwen, gonna find
Oh,
Wukong here in
holy
the jungle.
shit.
Needlework coming out. Spinning Cyclone to try and avoid death, but the Needlework almost manages to find a way. Manages to find the Wukong, but Wukong flashes away, and Miku caught out himself. Babusha is taking the fight to them, but that's not what you want. The Kled is taking the fight to you as the Twitch completely eviscerates all of Babusha. And there go their final hopes and dreams, as it's only the Wukong left standing under the Nexus turrets. He will go down, and so will the Nexus turrets. That is game 1, going over to Gold Chi. Or Good Chi. I butchered the name. No, I was going to have my epic moment. But well played to Good Chi.
Yeah, there were a lot of issues with the way Babucha played this. in my opinion, they didn't play to the strengths of their champions. And they really, really need to work on macro and which fights to take. So this was very, very bad.
Is there anything that you would like to see from them next game, either draft wise or because we both agreed that their draft looked solid, but how do you fix something like this?
Main issue is this is like something you cannot fix that fast. Let me let me have a real short moment to check their champions. There's something they
Hmm.
can do. But I
Yeah.
personally think they need more champions that can create a little bit more room, I guess. Like I said, wasn't a big fan of the Asia pick. It may be a little flamey, but most people are just unable to use them. Don't try.
Hmm.
Honestly, don't do it.
Yeah. I also see A's not a big fan of the blind Brom and R5 Orn. That is a lot. But we'll see how it ends up going in the next game. Good Sheet
I mean,
currently up 1-0. I see on stream that it's 0-0. We will catch you guys in game number 2 when the draft starts next in a bit.
yep, I will go for dinner and will be back probably when the game has started or depending on how long it takes.
Yep. In a bit.
So in the meantime, let's hope that they kind of pull off another win. Would be more interesting to see best of 3 actually going to game 3, but they really have to up their game.
In that
I mean,
case, see
Ace has a
everyone.
point.
Test, testing, test. Do I hear myself on the other stream? Okay, nice. A's, my man. This is what we have you here for. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Complete mayhem draft. I was gonna say Nasus jungle already brought out for Chi. I completely didn't realize that Boosterless was a fan of Nasus jungle, as we have Nautilus picked Nautilus Akshan Kennen. Kennen being the blind for Chi here. Or I suppose it's the blind. Nico actually just being flexed into the mid lane here. Nah, I reckon we should be fine. Fire should come back before game 2. If he isn't back before game 2, I'll ping you and we can get you in for a bid. That would be quite nice, as Gragas hovered and will be picked counter for Babusha. Very interesting draft going on here. I mean, Chi have kind of gone for this exact same formula where you only really have engage in the top side in the Kennen. He gets a massive ultimate. You do also have Seraphine ulti, which does get you partially the way there. And Babusha, I think, is overall quite solid. Maybe a little bit AP heavy, because the Nocturne doesn't really deal that much AD late game. But yeah, I reckon Yunara should be fine as well. So interesting to see what the Smolder and Nasus will do. We have certainly seen that Death is quite comfortable on these 1v9 late game scaling ADCs. So fingers crossed we'll see something good. And A's, stick around, buddy. We're gonna need you if game 2 starts and there's absolutely no one else to cast with. Okay. In that case, we'll take it to a small break, which, yeah, small break, and then we will go straight into game 2. Catch you when I catch you in a bit.
Hear my plea to the fallen, leave me to be with the broken one last time before I go. Hold the last burning ember, let us never surrender. May we rise up to the call for the glory and the fall. For the weak and the broken, for the lost and forsaken.
fist to the knife, turning the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly.
All right, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are back on live, and I'm here joined by A's for the small time being, since Fire's still at dinner time.
Hello, chat. Welcome. I see a handsome guy in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up.
This handsome guy yapping a lot in chat, I see.
I hate yappers in chat, Loki.
Mm-hmm.
They think they know what they're doing. They just
Couldn't
don't.
be you.
Nah, not
Couldn't,
me.
couldn't be
What do you
me
think
either.
What do you think of this draft, though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting draft. I
Hey,
can't
plus
say
3 stacks already! It's
hell
one.
yeah. And +1 CS, +5 gold. This is massive.
Plus 15 gold, actually, no? Because it's for Nordics in the war as well.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much gold wards give. I know it's +5 for like spotting the ward, but
Yeah, and then you get an additional 10 for killing. Someone else took the 10 gold, I think. Anyways.
unfortunate.
Oh,
Joe
level
already
6.
being caught out here, and that's instantly. Wow.
Yeah.
First blood
this,
goes to Yunara.
This is the problem when you're playing enchanters into like engage, is that if your AD carry is weaker, it's really bad, because then you can't bully level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when
Yeah.
you're playing against lethal tempo, the enemy AD carry will always do more than the Smolder will, so you can't really play up level 1 at all. Which is really bad, because you want to get control, but you have playing double range, right?
Yeah. Nautilus was very good for the draft here, especially to prevent death from snowballing like he did the last game.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely the start Babusha want to look for here. I'm trying to send it to game 3. Yunara's mid already. No, that's Nico. Oh my goodness, Nico gives me a heart attack, I swear.
Yeah. Having, so, you know, to continuously have someone pressing tab and shit, like, to keep track of her. Also, they did like, I think really interesting about jungle from both teams here. Like, Nico plus Nocturne is a like it's a combo like I've done a lot in the past, especially like when in my time when I was in Gucci. Where like it's really easy for the Nico to flank. Same thing works with like Kennen, right? But like Kennen is obviously on the other team. But like it's very easy to like put down the the blanket over their head so they can't see anything, and then like Nico just gets a free flank because you don't notice her coming in.
Yeah,
Like when the lights
very,
out, it's hard to notice a minion.
a very good combo, and they do seem to. I mean, I was gonna say Babusha already seemed to be doing well, but I don't want to be a one kill Andy. Yunar has one kill, or rather the Nautilus does. Is that a Dark Seal on Nautilus?
That's
Very
based.
confident. Hell yeah, that's what we love
Look,
to see.
They're in a really good spot bot lane here, by the way. Like Ness's path away from them. Look at his clear, by the way. He's so slow. Like he's 16 CS doing Scuttle. If they just freeze here, Nautilus can just flash the auto attack. I guess he doesn't flash, but it's so easy to just walk up and Q the Seraphine here.
Nocturne
They have
is
a freeze,
hovering
right?
around the bot side.
Oh.
So there is a possibility. Nocturne now going to be spotted out on a ward. Nautilus hook lands onto Capybara, but Nocturne is just not.
They kind of
anywhere
trolled
close
us, to be
enough.
honest. Like they need to just hold the wave. Like it's completely fine if they see him or not. Like Nocturne could also just do Scuttle and then walk around the inner side of their jungle and come from Trappers, right? He can still do that. I don't think I'm gonna expect it.
Miku's in a bit of trouble now without mana, so Pluvia does get a bit of respite here. Hook lands onto Capybara once again, and Yunara is on the hunt for her second kill, but heal is just barely enough. Pluvia now looking up for Miku, manages to find it with the power of Electrocute. Miku just walking up without any mana, very bad. And now it's 1-for-1 on both sides, but Kaka's in trouble now as Kashka manages to find the kill onto this Akshan.
Really nice find from Danny there with the. Like, if he doesn't land that E, Nocturne doesn't get the fear off anymore because of how like they changed his E in the past. So the E makes it so that they get the kill. Otherwise, we could have just flashed out. And then Nasus being so slow at clearing is actually insane.
Yeah, if he was just a little bit faster. Like, surely Nasus at the very least kills 5 camps pre-scuttle. Not being able to do all of that in time means that he wasn't able to cover the gank in time as well.
I mean, even like, I think not doing 6 camps is completely fine, but as you said, he wasn't even able to do 5. It's really a detriment to their tempo. Like, having to do 2 camps after walking to river to scuttle just means you're so slow on the map. Like, Nocturne almost got 2 ganks off there before he had a chance to even respond. While doing the same amount of camps. Like, that is actually insane.
Gragas has a lost chapter here, so should at least be more comfortable in lane as Nasus gonna be full clearing for a while. I do see that he has like had success in solo queue on Nasus anyway, but I don't know. SLE has this weird habit of finding junglers with really interesting specific champs that are not meant to be played in the jungle role otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? But to be fair though, I expect him to be slower because he spent a little bit more time taking camps to get more stacks, right? So maybe that's why he has a slower time, because he likes, spend a couple of seconds, queuing the minions, or like queuing the small trucks, for example. You can spend an additional 12 seconds there and get like an additional 2 or 3 stacks for that because of how jungle item works now. But I'm just not sure that I think that's worth it. I think you should rather just get your respawns and then get like stacks as fast as possible. It's gonna be a free Drake for blue side here as well.
Kashka he was ahead in CS for like a couple of seconds, but he was ahead in CS for like even just a little bit. Meanwhile, Kashka gets a kill, gets this dragon. It's a little bit of a disaster for Chi here if they can't find something very soon. Babushka, I'm getting names mixed up, but Babusha kind of messed up last game based off of some bad macro. But if it's on Babusha to start stacking dragons now and just deny Chi everything that they want to do, mainly letting this Nasus into the game, they should be very chilling.
It's getting a lot of good trades on these like jump ins here as well, which is like how you want to trade us Gragas. Like jump in, use your phase rush, and jump out. Don't let the cannon proc you execute. I think there is chance where you can just punish it, because if you see him jump out of the bush, you can just insta ulti, and it makes it hard because when you ulti like that, he's getting stunned before he can proc the Q, so the phase rush doesn't go off, and then he has to like trade ultis, which I think makes it really good for Kennen because he gets a better HP trade.
Yeah, I wonder if Kennen's slowly like within execute range, if Gragas finds a proper explosive cask here. I guess we're gonna find out. Nocturne also can go lights out here, and he is going to use it as Nocturne goes in here as well. Pop Blossom finds both of them, And Capybara Joe dies for the second time this game. Explosive Cask not used, but Miku is going lower and lower and lives on very little HP. But overall, favored for Babusha here.
Yeah, good counter at least here. So taking that topside jungle, right? Which is they did have the prior from Akshan. Actually moved in there early just to contest it, but they were. Oh, what a nice fucking kill! Sorry,
Yeah, nice barrel. But
that was great.
Fat Man in the top lane, he's just been jump scaring out of bushes. But here comes Bosulis. He's been chilling in the jungle long enough. He now wants
I mean,
a little bit of a kill.
I don't like that. I think you could have gotten that with E, and then if the E didn't work, you flash smite instead. But I feel like you could have definitely gotten that with E. I don't know. I'm not sold on this Nasus yet.
Yeah,
Like his
Kennen-
name is giving me a lot of sense here.
I feel like the kill cred should have just gone over to Kennen otherwise, and it probably would have been better for that. Although he didn't get an assist on that kill, so maybe who
Yeah.
knows? It maybe could have been just an execute.
But I think you could have just gotten it with E, you know? Like the E is kind of long range because it's like
Yeah.
a range ability that has like some extra range because of how you can angle it.
We have to put our faith in Boosterless that he knew what he was doing. But in the meantime, Babusha, 2 for 2 on objectives here. So they have that going for them, as well as the 2 extra kills. They are in an absolutely wondrous spot. Tangle Barb's not going to find their mark onto this Akshan.
I mean, they one of the upsides at least is that they have a like upside in jungle in terms of just gold, where he has a lot more camps to farm now. That also going to make it so that he's not going to be able to counter gank this next Nocturne ulti. If he does find one on cooldown. Because he has more camps to take here compared to the Nocturne, but he doesn't seem to... Oh, he's going for the Scuttle. Okay, that makes sense. The Nocturne has 3 camps here in the bot side, but he still has 4 plus additional Scuttle, right? So he is going to be up like 8 CS here, but he's also going to have really bad tempo before it. Which is scary, because there's no flash in bot lane for Capybara Joe and...
As Nautilus does find the hook, depth charge used as well, and Capybara Joe just instantly gets blown up. Matson, I don't think you can look for anything more, but the Smolder is looking very defenseless under the turret here. Nautilus will be looking for the dive regardless. Nautilus does manage to get go tanky. Yunar transcends, but here's Kaka for the cleanup. Revive is found onto the Nautilus, and that is 2 kills. Lovely roam from this Akshan.
Yeah, it looks to me like a perk communication here where Nico is taking a base at the time they're looking to dive bot, which means that there's not going to be any tempo for the mid laner to either punish this roam. Oh, all in here, gets a phase rush out of the W. Maybe gets away here.
Here
probably
is
doesn't.
Nasus ulti. Miku is just so unbelievably fast with phase rush, and that's Gragas for you.
Yeah.
Danny
That's
in a bit
nerf
of
phase
trouble
as well.
here, I say, as he walks out. There he is. He's back to full HP again, like nothing ever happened.
And Bao Joe might be in trouble here. There's still no flash on him. Nocturne Q here comes
Hooks
in.
from
follows
ugh. But
Yeah.
that's just so sad. You can't walk up like that, especially when you know Nautilus is in the area. Or I wonder if they had vision of the bot river bush, but who knows?
I mean, there was a ward there, but I think he just put it down as Nautilus is walking in. But I still think it's very greedy to walk around. Like, Nautilus has a lot of kill pressure on you. You have no flash and you have no level 6, right? So you're not really winning a lot of fights here.
Rough day for Capybara Jojo. I think everyone's going in on him, both in game and on production. Cough cough.
Cough, cough.
Nice hook attempt from Olus again, but not too much more that they need to look for here since Dragon's already spawning in 10 and they have all the setup they ever need. Nasus, crucially, doesn't have his ulti for this fight either, as Kaka in a bit of trouble. Miku looking for the explosive cask, but he just hooks under, Akshan flies hooks. Never mind, there is a hook going down and it's onto the Smolder. Paranoia comes down and this Smolder is completely dead.
Yeah.
There's,
I mean,
that's a dead Smolder.
They're doing a really good job of punishing these bot lane cooldowns, right? So, like, they have Nautilus for the engage, Yunara is pretty good at following up when she eves forward, Nocturne has really good reach, so even if they do end up warning, which is, you know, somewhat hard because it's hard to face check as a Seraphine, right? It just makes it really hard to play, and they just have to play so safe. They're just dying because they're, like, going even in CS, right? Like, they're trading being able to walk up to the CS in order to die, which is not for the better, but at least he's keeping up in his farm and his stacks, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
not sure
what an
that's what you
absolute
want.
glow up from the previous game as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I called it in chat. They're Babushka 0-1 comfort zone.
Hmm. Okay, so we already have a couple of very crucial items coming down as well. The experimental hex plate for the Nocturne, something that he is very much a huge fan of and has been catching Gucci off guard here. But now it's Gucci's turn to maybe catch Miko off guard as Akshan is here, and Akshan will try and take you down. Cannon ult going to be invested, and that is Miku down and out. Lovely kill for Gucci here.
Yeah, Miko definitely padding there for a moment. I think we would definitely gotten out of that if he's like either hitting the explosive cast on
Olus?
a little bit. Oh, that's Olus here.
Your
Finding a pick
roots?
maybe. Right, so
Your roots
Akshan does have
Kaka.
flash. Oh,
Good
very
flash.
That was close. If that
Mhm.
that might have connected through the flash, and if he does that, that's a really bad tumble down. Like losing your flash and still dying would have been very bad.
I'm back,
Mhm.
guys. Woo! Hey ho.
Okay, Fire's back.
Alright, well,
Thank
I will
you,
bid
thank you for
good luck.
joining us.
No worries, I'll bid you well. I mean, looks good for Babusha so far. 2 Drakes, up in kills. They have a lot of things to play for here, so hopefully this I can get to watch the 3-game series here and on the side while I play.
Hell yeah. In that case, best of luck with your game A's, and yeah, in a bit.
Right, in
Do
a bit.
Bye bye. Okay, Fire, you're back. How was dinner? What did you have?
I had bean patties and cucumber salad.
Oh, that sounds quite nice. And to
Yep.
anyone in chat, if anyone's being weird about cucumber salad, bro, I had cucumber salad like a couple, 1-2 weeks ago. I didn't realize how much I missed that stuff until I actually had it again. As Gucci is on the hunt for the bot lane of Babusha here, as Yunar just barely manages to get out, and now Gucci's in a little bit of trouble. Paranoia did go down, but never mind. They still have numbers
Oh.
advantage, and that Akshan ult instantly blows up
Oh.
Kashka.
Is this the Fire Rider effect? From the once I start spectating, it all goes to shit.
I have absolutely no idea, but Gucci are coming back with a vengeance here. Danny is completely left under the turret, and Gucci are looking to dive as this Akshan has been completely running the map. I mean, yeah, Babusha has been doing really well for themselves, but Kaka has been able to stay ahead on this Akshan, and crucially, even though Boosterless wasn't doing that much, he's starting to scale into the mid game, and Nasus is a really huge fan of his mid game.
I just wanted to mention, not sure actually where it came from,
Luvia?
but there are more Nessus jungles right now than a while ago. Not sure why.
Mm-hmm. Kaka is
Maybe I
on the
should
hunt
look
for
into
Miku.
this.
I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it's like one of those things that was like a flash in the pan for a short while, as Boosterless is flash withering the Yunara, but Nautilus hooks back in. That's kind of exactly within range of Nasus. I feel like they could have just walked it out if he hooked away. But Yunara is now on the hunt for the Nasus. Paranoia is almost off cooldown, but just not barely. So Kashka will be walking out of there. Maybe
I
he'll
mean,
be
we
taking
mustn't
a short-
forget that Papucha is still 2k behind, even though they are ahead in kills. So there's
Mhm.
that.
Is Kaka in trouble here? There will be a fear that goes off, and he misses the hook very crucially. And Kashka gets the shutdown onto this Akshan, a very crucial kill.
And they are closing the gap right now. They are going for the objective. They should be able to take it uncontested.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I have observed with the Nessus jungles the last few days I've seen it is that he gets so many stacks in jungle. It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, and he's already down 2 items as Paranoia goes down. Pop Blossom finds its mark onto 2. Kashka instantly goes down, so at the very least they can't do Rift Herald for a while, but now
Oh, the Nessus.
Babusha is looking very nice here as Danny manages to get his way out of there. Boosterless is just trying to find whatever kills he can on to Babusha. And now Kaka finally joins the fight, and I think Gucci can finally put this fight, I was
Ooh,
going to
boy.
say in the dirt, but all of Babusha manages to go out. The only casualty being Kashka.
Akshan's still on the hunt, but they managed to get out. I mean, they have to drop the Rift Herald, but Rift Herald is a lot weaker this season, so that's not too bad. Not
Mhm.
that much of an issue.
At the very least, Empowered Recall is still quite nice. Capybara Joe gonna pick up on that here as well. And back to farming for young Nasus over here. In the meantime, though, Mountain Dragon is up, and Kashka and the rest of Babusha is already on it. Kaka and Capybara Joe are sensing something, but I think they're a little bit too late to this dragon, as all of Babusha already TPing for it here as well. I think they didn't have to commit this TP, but just as an insurance policy. And
Yeah,
they
but
are looking to fight. This is the same mistake as
no,
last
no,
game. They
no,
cannot
no,
look for a
no!
fight.
Stop it! Stop it!
Away they go. Peluvia finds the stun onto Kashka though. He does have ulti to chase after here. And Kaka is going completely in. Paranoia used defensively. Pop Blossom is down on
that's a
the
big
floor!
Nico. Oh, holy shit!
Pressure finally. Paranoia is back in. And
But
that's
I don't
the
think he
power
should have
of the
done that.
Nico
He should have
Nocturne.
just paranoiaed and be done with it.
Boosterless is looking for the Yunara, but she transcends and manages to dash away just in time. And Gucci is very slightly falling apart. Only Death left alive. And if he dies, that's a complete and clean ace.
Oh,
Triple kill for
amazing.
Miku.
That's a lot better from Babucha. And I have to say, I like their mid laner a lot more on the Nico than I liked him on the Asia. A lot better. This thing,
Already-
this 4-man ultimate was, oh boy, that did hurt.
Yeah,
That did hurt.
that's a Nico's dream right there. To find angles like that. And especially now that they're on Soul Point and ahead in Golden, it was looking a little bit shaky. Especially
I
from
kind of
the
have
very
to
good early
ask,
game.
was Orianna open? Do you know that?
No, Orianna was banned.
Okay,
I
because
think it was
Orianna
complete
Nocturne
mid
is
Armageddon.
Orianna Nocturne is such an amazing comp. It's always so disgusting.
Pluvial,
Oh boy!
he's in a bit of trouble here. He has to use ult defensively, but he flees because of the Nocturne E, and Miku just cleans house.
He had no business going to that brush. No, no, oh boy. I mean, now Gucci is throwing a little bit. Like Babucha did in the last game. I mean, it's not as bad because they are still only 1k, not even 1k behind, but...
Oh my god, that's so annoying. The static shift snitches on Nico being in the bush.
Yeah.
But I do think I still like most of Good Cheese calls overall. So if they can somehow bring it back so that Babusha at the very least don't manage to not get soul, then I still wouldn't count them out just yet. But we'll have to see, because a lot of this power is on the Akshan, who's now going on to Miku.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
yeah.
Babucha has to play for the soul now. If they can get the soul, this is more or less their way to actually finish out the game, because that's so much power.
And at the
2
end of the
minutes
day,
until then, Baron is still up, so they have to be careful. Something like this.
you can't forget Paranoia going on
boy.
to Pluvia, and Pluvia actually he flashes and rocket
He
belts
is not
out.
surviving this.
Yeah,
He's not
that's
surviving
way
this.
too much movement speed.
And this is very bad, because honestly the cannon would have needed his ultimate for the team fight coming up for Dragon.
Ola's caught out here by Gucci. Wither is just so incredibly frustrating to play against, and with
Oh boy,
Surfy ult
guys.
and Akshan ult, that is a
Oh
lot
boy.
of ults already used. Babusha is trying to stop the bleeding, but that's a shutdown onto the Nasus.
Oh boy, guys.
Miku is looking for a flank, but what flank are you really looking for here? That's an
There is
Akshan.
there is no flank. This play is done. Reset this. Take the 2 kills he lost. And be done with it. No, this is like... I have a feeling like the going from the first game, I mean... People just way too comfortable, and that they actually starting this Baron? I'm not sure if that's a good call, to be honest.
I am not 100% sure. Because
No, that-
Paranoia is now off cooldown. They can be a little bit annoying here, but they have to wait for their Yunara and Nautilus. They can't pull the trigger before then.
Yeah, but
Nico
they
is on the flank.
They got the Nico, and that is one of their... Ooh.
Pop
Oh
Blossom
boy!
finds his mark onto 3, but Danny instantly goes down, has to go into Zanya's,
Yunara-
but is going to
Yunara
go
is
down to
there,
the hands
Yunara
of
is
the
there.
Smolder. Yunara's finally in the fight, manages to find the kill onto the Akshan, which is completely huge. Boosterless going down, now Cannon's next, and that's 4 members of Gucci going down, and there's 30
Oh,
seconds on the
Jesus.
Dragon. Guys, you don't have to do Baron, just wait out the Dragon timer.
I wouldn't do the Baron either. That's way too flippy.
Oh no.
Baron takes so long now. That's a bad call.
What are we doing? Okay.
Not even.
I don't mean to get upset as a caster for what the players are doing, but you could have just
But
gotten
no.
soul.
Go for Soul. Soul would have been so much better. I mean, they can reset now and still try it, but
Yeah, but
it
then
would have been a
Gucci are
safe
there as
Soul.
well.
Barret
Mhm.
is temporary. Soul is forever.
That is true. Wise words from our man fire here. Okay, well that just means they have to win the fight around Soul. Gucci have one final time to try and
A
fight
White
this
Laguna in
game
the
back.
chat. Ho ho ho.
Danny crucially doesn't have Pop Blossom. Paranoia is back on cooldown, and most of Gucci have their ults back up, minus the Nasus.
Gucci needs a good cannon ultimate. Otherwise, they are cooked. And
Pop Blossom
Nessus
is now
needs
off
to.
cooldown as well. They
Yeah.
can't face check this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Honestly, Gucci is clumping way too much. If the Nico gets. The Nico has.
Nico's
good
looking for the
chance.
flank now.
Yeah.
Babusha can't look for a fight here now. Nico is on the way. Nasus might be able to sniff it
But
out.
they have to fix the mid wave, Gucci.
Here comes the Nico.
Dragon is
Pop Blossom is
started, Dragon is
inside.
started.
Paranoia goes down. And here
They have
comes
no
the Pop
vision,
Blossom.
they have
Pop
no
Blossom on
vision.
one. But Smolder almost kills Matson. Danny in a lot of trouble. Zonyas goes down. Boosterless is killed. Miku's almost
wasn't a
dead.
good ultimate.
Danny goes down. And Akshan is now on the hunt. Executioners shuts down the Gragas. No revives
That
just
was-
yet. Here
that
comes
wa-
the revive, and this Akshan is completely 1v9, I say, as he gets hooked and goes down
But it's
himself.
such a bad fight. It's such a bad fight.
There are three members of Gucci alive. They can absolutely take this
Oh,
dragon if they
no,
want
guys.
to, but
This is why they should have done the Drake and not the Baron.
there is still the
Oh,
jungler
boy.
for Babusha alive if they want to pull the trigger on that. And they don't.
I mean, we can discuss if the Baron was the right play, but I personally think...
Yeah, I mean, you can never play Baron here. Like, you only have Baron on Nocturne, Nautilus, and these guys want to be around this dragon now, which it's just really difficult to play for another team fight after playing for Baron when you just want to be pushing in waves. But who knows?
Oh, we are going into this next fight. Oh boy, viewers
Oh.
are getting something for their
Carlos
money.
lock in
Oh,
as Capybara Joe instantly killed. Plop Blossom
Oh,
onto 3. Paranoia.
Nico.
Pop Blossom has been
Oh.
so oppressive this entire game as Matson
Holy shit.
completely
That-
blows up Death, and this Smolder is not
push,
gonna
push,
matter
push.
whatsoever. Danny living on 1 HP. Look at that guy go. As they are just going to completely take the base of Gucci. I don't think the respawn timers are
Nocturne
quite
is doing
there
the
for them
Drake
to
solo.
end.
Oh boy, I think this might be game. I mean, not game
I'm not
as
sure.
in game is
yeah.
ending yet, but it's like
This
Oh
is
boy.
probably the final tipping stone. They
Yeah.
still don't have entirely the gold difference.
I mean, they
but,
are more than 5k behind now, and they got the soul. This is ooh, oy, oy, oy. And Yunara is, I mean, Smolder scales well into the late game,
you have to wait way too long. And Nastus,
but I'm not sure. Is Cleaver a good item on Smolder? I don't know.
yeah, Cleaver is. I mean, they have so much AD on the side of Gucci that they just need like, it's kind of like Abyssal Mask, but only if you have like a good applier of it. And I don't think Nasus is the world's greatest applier, since in this comp he's more the front line, so I don't overly hate it.
Not sure there, honestly, but hey.
But that is also
Yes.
true. They don't have good resists on Babusha, so maybe it doesn't matter after all. I'm
I mean,
not a
they
huge-
got more armor than we might expect on a Nico, since he has Sonia's end boots. Nocturne has the Frozen Heart. I mean, a Nocturne
Mhm.
is going a very defensive-oriented build, but I don't dislike this.
No, I do
in this
think
game.
I
I'm
do
playing
think
more
that is what Nocturne
aggressive,
goes.
but
Paranoia instantly on
whoa.
Pluvia. I think Nocturne Spell Shield was a little bit too early, but let's see
Yeah,
if
but
Kafka can kill
you should
Nocturne.
still be able to kill him.
Lower and lower, tick tick
Whoa,
boom.
boy, he's very
Huge
strong.
pick.
Well done.
I just noticed Sonya's wasn't popped either. That's so strange.
You mean from Cannon right now?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have changed the result. He would have died anyway. Just
You
a
don't get
waste.
paranoia damage. You don't get feared. I'm not 100%.
I mean, if he drops it instantly at the start of the fight, but not sure if he wanted to do that. I mean, we mustn't forget it's like Laguna is completely right. Sideline versus Nocturne. It'd be like
Yeah,
this.
side lane versus Fed Nocturne. Look at that guy
Yeah.
go. 700 Gs on a Nocturne. Normally mid game is the strongest, but now I'd already say we're in the late game, and he has
I mean,
he has
I
yet
mean, the
to
one
fall off.
thing which is kind of funny is though, I mean, now he has a cleaver. Oh boy. This
Mhm.
hurts. This hurts. Oh boy.
Yeah, they do need to figure out a way to close out the game. There is Baron in 30 as Kaka's on the hunt for Miku here. Paranoia is going down, and this Akshan might have to. He gets a hook. He gets feared mid hook, and there the Akshan goes down 20 seconds before Baron. They have a multitude of ways in which they can choose to play this. Which one will Babusha choose to close out this game?
I think we have a little issue here that the stream is actually like 5 seconds delayed from what we say.
No, that's normal. That's just Twitch delay, since Parsec is exactly what
Okay.
exactly what Grella sees.
Okay.
So we get the VIP. We're
We are the
we're ahead in
VIPs.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
This is why I got into casting. It's not because I actually wanted to cast. I just wanted to get the 5-second advantage over the viewers. Let them know, or simply just to have the knowledge a little bit faster than everyone else. I do agree with the assessment that this game is looking quite cooked for Chi. So now it's just a question of which lanes do they want to shove in order to close out this game. Top lane is going to be the prime target for Babusha here. A lot of crystals already built up here, and I don't think Chi can really defend this. 4 versus 3 as of right now. Miku and Death facing off in the mid lane. There goes top tier 2. And they're looking onto mid lane, but Pop Blossom isn't here.
Oh
I
no
think
no no!
Kashka
That's
played a little bit too
not
hastily.
that's
but,
not a good engage.
Akshan gets blown up, but
Oh,
Pop Blossom
but
lands onto 2, and Kashka, never mind, the Smolder's actually doing a lot of damage now. They need to be careful. Miku is going lower and lower. Doesn't die to Smolder just yet. Olus picks up a double kill. That's funny. Death finally picks up Miku, and it's boosterless versus the entire world. But the world was just a little bit stronger, as now Smolder has to try his best to defend this base from certain doom.
I think. Oh, let's see. Yeah, but I think they will finish. They will finish this.
Smolder still has
That's-
execute. Hook
I
lands
mean-
onto the Smolder, and it's completely game.
Yeah,
Smolder
now it's game.
execute was your last chance, and Babusha are able to tie it up 1-1.
Amazing. That's very good. Oh boy, it's getting interesting.
And we go to a clean all game.
We get
3.
game 3.
Hell yeah. Anyway,
I like this.
I know you didn't see most of the game, but what do you think of what you saw, the Tiddlywinks right here at the very end?
I mean, it's easy to say that it was a lot cleaner than the first game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but the funny thing is there were still kind of like the same issues that we saw in the first game, you know? Because there were, I mean, there were from both sides. There were sometimes so many unnecessary fights where it's like, take the objectives, you don't have to take the fight. Because, in my opinion, sometimes people are just way too trigger happy. I count myself in there as well. My teammates
Of course.
would agree with me there, but sometimes it's just like, don't do it. You got Drake, go back. You got Tower, go back. You got 1 kill, go back. But people always want more and more and more. And in the first game, this actually broke Babusha's back.
Yeah. By the way, yes, the first game was also that
way more.
messy.
The first game was a clusterfuck, honestly. First game was I'm just going to say it. First game was very bad from Babusha. They played this very bad. There were so many situations where they just straight up, I don't know, I cannot even describe it.
Yeah.
One
If I
person
had
got
to
caught, died. Next person's running in dead. Next person running in dead. So,
if I had to say though, I would say overall, Gucci definitely still feels a little bit favored since the macro just seemed to be a little bit tighter. And even in game two, I think Kaka was able to like m- show glimmers of hope with this Akshan. It's just unfortunate that a good fight wasn't able to come of it. And also this Nocturne Nico combination between the mid jungle of Babusha was just so oppressive. So I don't know how
I think
fast we're gonna go into game three draft since uh, between game one and two, the players were really excited to get back into draft. So in the meantime, any other thoughts that you had on this game?
mm, I think that Babucha should play to their strengths because those engages, in my opinion, were the best that are the best way for them to actually maybe win this. Uh, I don't think they like you said. I think Gucci is probably better on a macro-wise level, but so I think they just need to win this with decisive strength. So it's like if you're a hammer, everything is a nail. You know,
Hmm.
just stomp them in the ground.
Of course.
The funny thing is, they could have from the team comp, they might have done something similar in the first game, but well, they fucked it up. I guess
Hmm.
I cannot say otherwise. They just get in the first game. They just had way too much scaling, and it costed them the game
Hmm.
badly. It's just
Yeah.
they had too much
So
scaling, and they lost the early.
I think they just, yeah, I agree that they lost like a lot of early team fights, which made it difficult for them going into the late game, which is what their comp was kind of designed to do.
Can
So
you tell me
instead,
when the draft starts? I'm in the kitchen real quick.
no problem. Are you fit to answer any questions? Because I was gonna throw
Sure.
another question back your way.
No questions you can
Um,
ask. I'm just
yeah.
not on my computer. Headset
um,
is on.
so in that case, what would you like to see for game three then? Because we've seen a game one where Gucci is dominant. We've seen a game two where Babusha is dominant. What are we expecting? What are we looking out for?
I think the most interesting games are those that are close. No one let's be honest here, especially for those that watch. No one likes to watch storms. Storms are boring. There's nothing to watch. If, for example, Gucci in the next game goes like uh 10-0 in the first 7 minutes, that's just I don't know. Not going to be
Hmm.
much to watch. Yeah, Grelis?
No, I don't know if
Oh,
stream heard
really?
that, so I'll repeat. But Good Cheese Mid apparently had an emergency, so there is, I believe they might have to FF. We have a game three on our hands, but no game three. What is wrong? No.
Might there be a substitute at hand they might be able to utilize? Anybody?
I volunteer.
I
Get
mean,
me in
you
there.
give them like I don't know, give them 10 minutes, 15 minutes to search for someone. Honestly, I think the people in here would love to see another game too.
Unfortunate.
No one got a mid
So
laner in their friend list, really?
I think it's also just with how many emergency subs that they can use if
Oh
Gucci are
boy.
willing to use that, or if they're out of emergency subs. Who knows?
It's the second one, so honestly, would be surprised if that's
Okay.
already it.
Grella says, is that confirmed, or is there still a little bit of hope of a game
Oh
three?
boy, that's fucked.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, so anticlimactic. Oh well.
Oh,
I-
that's sad.
In that case, I'm just gonna quickly do the fanfare. I would normally I like ending these things out with like who was your favorite MVP or who was your MVP for either side, but it just It doesn't feel entirely earned. I do think
Kind of.
there was a nice there was the nice Nocturne Nico, but that's not a game winning combo. At least
Nah.
prove it with a second game as well. Just to repeat one more time, Good Cheese mid laner had an emergency and they weren't able to find a substitute, so Good Chi are forced to FF.
Oh, this leaves a very bad aftertaste, to be honest.
Mhm.
I mean, kind of sad. Maybe maybe the team captains want to go on the stream and say something. Chance for that?
Um, I'm not entirely sure if
At least we
we
might get a
can.
comment out of one of them, and not in regards to the third game, but just to maybe round it up a little bit.
By the way, I think Gucci have already FF'd, so I, I was gonna say I was gonna substitute as well. So I don't, they're not looking for any more substitutes. I believe it has
But
just gone through.
it's very nice of you, Leo,
Mhm.
from that pixel that you would have offered it. We would have loved it.
Okay,
It's very sportsmanlike, but yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of sad.
I don't think we
Oh,
have to get the team captains in here, especially not for a game that didn't fully complete.
you,
So in
you,
that case,
you know
I
the
think
worst part? I
yeah,
think that the babuchas are not happy either.
yeah, I can't imagine you would like to win in that fashion either.
No. I mean,
Hmm.
like I said, I don't know them well, but I would vouch for most teams in the SLE league that none of them are actually here for cheap, easy wins, but they want good fights, fair fights, interesting matches. Especially, I think, after the first game. Babucha was actually looking forward to showing us that they can do better.
Hmm. Okay. I guess with that, we're just gonna send off the stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I think that is all from the both of us. Unfortunate that it had to end the way it did, but yeah, happens sometimes. And thank you everyone for joining us. I have been Panda, your play-by-play. I've been joined here by Fire,
Pirata, yes, it's me.
and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.